Hello, my name is Sherry Dow, and I am the property manager of Arista Uptown. And I've been here for about going on 8 years. And I oversee all operations.
All right, so I'm Marcus Newman. I'm an assistant manager here at Arista Uptown. So mainly what I do is I deal with mainly financial issues. So anything to do with rent or final account statements after people move out, any charges or billing, that's mainly what I do, amongst the other things.
Well, my name is Marina, and I am a property manager for Park Place Old Town here in Arvada. What I do here is I actually manage the building. As a property manager, it's our responsibility to make sure the building is kept, making sure the residents are happy, and then we also have to worry about financials when it comes to income, occupancy, and also just making sure that everyone is happy.
As far as personality, I am some traits. I'm looking for someone that is outgoing, that is not afraid to speak to people, and someone with a little bit thicker skin, because sometimes in our business, it's customer service, and sometimes we do get complaints and situations that we have to be able to handle. So someone, I prefer someone that's outgoing, and obviously customer service is big. So that would be probably the person that I'm looking for.
So usually when we're hiring, we're usually looking for someone who's independent, who is bubbly, who has a lot of energy, someone who basically is able to maintain their workload and sort of just maintain their own day for the day. So they sort of decide what they want, what they're doing for the day. They sort of prioritize and they get through the day and complete all their tasks.
Look for someone who's really outgoing, very bubbly, who is not shy. I really want someone to be able to approach someone and be able to have a conversation with them and be able to shake their hand and just kind of go with the flow, has a natural personality that makes the other prospect feel comfortable.
An introvert, I think, is somebody that, tends to keep to themselves, doesn't, tell us their feelings and let me know how they're feeling.
There's a few definitions. I mean, the standard definition of introverts is someone who's introverted, who doesn't like a lot of attention, who's not outspoken.
An introvert is someone that I have had actually in the past as a leasing agent, and it was really, really tough for her. She was very shy. She didn't know how to really approach prospects and residents in certain situations, and so she would actually just stay quiet and sit at her desk.
For extroverts, it's somebody that, is outgoing and speaks their mind and lets us know how they feel.
An extrovert is someone who is extremely outgoing, who is not afraid to say hi, to strike a conversation, to get up away from their desks, and to be able to just approach other people.
I am looking for somebody that, again, has an open personality and can, resolve conflict and, try to problem solve. So looking for somebody that's, I would say, an extrovert, somebody that's outgoing. And
I think as long as you're responsible, that should be the main trait you have. So you're completing your tasks, you're getting your job done. And if that involves you being more extroverted or being more bubbly or excitable, then so be it.
For this type of industry, I recommend an extrovert. And the reason why is because you need someone who's very outgoing and who is able to have a conversation with prospects and also current residents. It's really important to build that relationship. So an extrovert would be something I would prefer.
someone that is sensing, someone that doesn't overlook and think too deeply into what it is. Like, as someone with sensing, I think, thinks about the facts and makes their decisions based off the facts and the knowledge that they have.
Resolution is where we're at. So we need to find resolution. So if you're taking the time to think deeper and you have a customer in front of you that's looking at you like, could you hurry up? Can you give me an answer? then I need you to be in the now. You see what I'm saying? So we can get resolution to that person.
For this industry, I would say sensing would be in the now, especially because this is a fast-paced industry. You have to be on top of your feet. You have to go and be able to think.
You know, whether it's a good or bad situation, like it's not personal. You know, we have policies set in place, and I think if you start throwing your feelings into it, I think it can become very, like, you can act on emotion, which sometimes you shouldn't. So I think you stick with the facts.
Definitely logic, just because that just makes sense to me. Not all logic is black and white. Sometimes there is a gray area. But sometimes emotion can get in the way, especially in our field, because there's a lot of laws and a lot of fair housing. So when there's laws involved, you don't want your emotions to get you in court.
I prefer someone who reacts to logic, someone that has the facts. The facts are very important in our industry because we don't want to mislead any of our residents or prospects.
I would prefer someone that is perceiving, someone that takes in information and then makes the best decision possible based off the knowledge and the information that they're taking in. It should always be like that.
I prefer someone who is perceiving, someone who can gather all the information and digest it and then be able to be open to other ideas. Since we are a team, it's important to be able to take everyone's ideas and then come up with a solution.
You need to wear both hats. When you're listening to someone and they're telling you about a situation or an experience they had on your, within your job, or if they're complaining to you, you want to be able to listen to them and not be so judgy, but you want to be able to sort of judge where they're coming from and what they're saying and how they're saying it. But you also want to be able to give them back some good feedback and also resolve their issues. So you sort of in the middle there.